Welcome to Flicks No Critics, so don't come for me in my reviews. Okay, so La Palma, it was good. It's more like Day After Tomorrow type situation, or the movie where it actually showed the tsunami that happened, I guess, like in Indonesia somewhere, where the family is like, they survived, but they were on vacation and the tsunami happened. Yes, so this is what this is about. A volcano erupts, sends a massive rock slide into the ocean, and it's going to send a tsunami, and it's going to hit a lot of folks, right? So that's kind of the gist of it. Sorry, I guess spoiler alert. So the family in here, they're on vacation. They go to La Palma like pretty much every winter. They're from Norway. I'm assuming they're from Norway because they said they were Norwegian, right? Okay, so they are here vacationing. Dad felt a couple tremors, didn't bother him. Still sent his daughter out to go try to make friends with this chick. And mom is lollygagging with the person, like the hotel concierge, right? So the daughter, she overhears the parents fighting, and they're like, have you watching your daughter? She's, watching after your son or our son. He is on the spectrum, by the way. And she wants a life, whatever. So she takes that to heart. She gets a plane ticket. She calls her uncle, who's the brother of the mom, and he also works in the government, to where like he knows information prior to the public being known information. That's how high up he is. Okay, so she calls him and is like, I need money to get to Spain because, parents are fighting and I don't want to be here anymore. And he's like, oh, what? Like, I'm not doing all that. Like, you need to stay and figure it out. So she's like, whatever. I got a plane ticket. I'm going to, I think she said Spain. She's going to Spain, right? So while she's on the plane, she's like distraught. The girl that she met, that she kissed a few times by the pool or whatever, she ends up texting her and was like, I miss you. I'm sorry I ran off. Like, can you come back? That triggers her to get off the plane, right? Get off the plane. She go find her girlfriend. Meanwhile, there's an eruption that happened that sent ash into the air, and the plane was told to be grounded. And they're like, sorry, we're already airborne. The plane ends up, like the cloud of ash ends up killing the plane's engine, and so the plane crashes, and the family is seeing the plane crash because the brother told the mom, like, hey, your daughter's on the plane. So they're thinking daughter on the plane, right? No, daughter's off. They don't know that. They're like, oh my gosh, my daughter has died. I just saw her die. So mom and dad go search in the hospital. They don't see her. They end up going back to the hotel. She's at the freaking hotel, right? So she's at the hotel. Everybody's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I missed you, whatever. So the tremors are still happening. They're at the pool, they're chilling. They're like, oh, it's going to be okay. Volcano eruptions happen all the time. It's not that big of a deal. There's no lava, just the ash, right? Cool. To me, that's a warning sign to leave right then. But I don't know anything about volcanoes. But anyways, brother ends up calling mom again and was like, or his sister was like, yo, like there's going to be a tsunami. You need to leave like now. And so she's like, what are you talking about? And I hate when people question other people that's telling you information and they are higher up than you in the government. If you telling me to leave, I'm leaving. I'm not questioning you. I'm not asking repeat it. I'm not doing none of that. Where do I need to go and what time do I need to be there? So wife, mom, sister, she does listen. She gets her family. They're like, we got to go. Stupid daughter is like, oh my gosh, why? What about Charlie? The girl's name is Charlie. Why? What about my girlfriend? Like, I can't leave her. I found the love of my life at 17 here on an island. Yeah, I can't leave her. So mom is like, fine, let's go find Charlie. Dad, you go try to find a taxi for us to get to the airport because they got to get on a ferry because there's no more like planes because the plane just crashed, right? So they got to get to a boat. So mom, daughter, they go find Charlie. Charlie's not there. They meet dad and brother outside. Dad and brother are like, what's going to happen? Like, we have no idea. Brother, he's the sweetest. He is on the spectrum, but he's the sweetest. His mom tells him to set his like watch to keep him occupied because if not, he's definitely going to slow them down. And so Dad ends up stealing a car, right? And then somehow, some way, the people who's the owner of the car chases them down and then ends up like hijacking and beating up the dad a little bit and was like, you're not going anywhere. And he's telling his family, oh, run to the ferry. The ferry's literally getting ready to pull off. As a man, if I was a man, there's no way two other men are getting ready to hold me down. My family is leaving. I'm telling them the information. I got to go. Do whatever you got to do. He did something at the very end and gave him some money or whatever, but he doesn't make it on the ferry. He's looking at his family as like, I'm so sorry. Like, not really, but so sorry I didn't make it. Go on without me. I'll find another way. Lord and behold, he does, but I don't know how. So anyways, mom, dad, brother, they end up getting on the ferry, making it to the airport. There's 1,000 some odd people in the airport, right? Trying to leave because they're all, they got a little bit of word maybe, or they're just like, I don't know. I'm ready to go. So on the airport line, they get little wristbands, right? So get on mom, sister, brother are in the line. Sister, the girl, she looks back, see her little girlfriend in the very back of the line. She's like, Mom, I gotta go get Charlie. Again, a daughter almost died. You would think as a parent, it'd been like, no, forget your girlfriend. Call her, do something, but I'm not leaving you. So mom's like, fine, it's okay, go get her. I'm going on the plane. So at the very last minute, mom and brother on the plane, they're like, oh, let's get off the plane because your sister's on the plane. I got to make sure my kid's okay. Lord and behold, somehow the daughter and the girlfriend make it on the plane. Mom and brother are off the plane now. So she calls her mom like, where are you at? I'm on the plane. You told me to get on. And it's like, oh, I'm off. Now mom's like, do me a favor. Don't get off. Just stay on the plane this time. So they have like a 20-minute type window for this tsunami hit because the volcano erupted, right? Killed like the researchers who wanted to go out real big, and the other girl who's like the geographer person, she was locked up, and her brother was like also has mental health issues, and the dad, they're like a little group too. So daughter is on the plane with the girlfriend. Mom told her don't get off, and it's taken forever for them to take off, right? They are literally looking at the tsunami come, and the plane is like, oh, I'm waiting on the runway to clear. Like, forget the runway. Like, get me in the air, right? Cool. Pause that. So mom and brother are off the plane. They're in the airport, and they're like, what's happening? While this is all happening, right? Daughter is like, hey, the girlfriend told the daughter, was like, hey, look, this is a safe spot that the government sent out for us to go to. So she told her mom, get to this spot. While mom and brother in the airport, like an airport worker is also there. And he's like, I got a car, like I can take us there. You got a 20-minute window to get here, right? Because the tsunami is coming off both sides of the island. And so the one spot, like, it'll like cancel each other out, right? So that's where everyone's trying to go. Who got the memo? Because they did send out a warning to everybody's on their phone, like this is a safe spot. So daughter and girlfriend are on the plane. They see the safe spot location or whatever. Fine. Pause in that too. So back to the dad, back to the other geographer person and her brother. The brother, he is one of those people that are just like know everybody and has like little aspects of themselves that no one knows. He has a boat. They all ran out of boats. No one knows what a boat is. Dad is stupid because he had the opportunity to buy a boat, but he let the lady, was like, oh, we're closed. I can't sell you any more boats. Lady, there's a volcano happening and a tsunami coming and you can't rip me a boat. I would have knocked her out and got some keys myself and got on the boat, but whatever. Brother had a boat. And they get on the boat. While they're trying to get on the boat, here comes some looters and like, oh, with a gun, get off the boat. Again, why? What are we doing? Like, we are all in danger and you're really waving a gun. I don't understand. It's a movie. I understand. I get that. Anyways, brother ends up getting shot. Can't do that. So then the dad just was also getting beat up, but he ends up, overpowering the guy with the gun. He tells the girl, the sister of the brother, to get on the boat. It's like a little speedboat, and he gets on the boat. His phone does work somehow in the ocean, and it's like he sees the coordinates because his brother-in-law sent him the same information because word got to him, I think the sister or the daughter, he called them and was like, hey, dad didn't make it, help him out as best you can. So he was like, I'll do what I can. So he sent him the coordinates too. So he has on his phone and he's trying to get to the spot. Everybody's trying to get to the spot. Fast forward, he makes it to the spot barely. Girl that's with him went through the tsunami. So this is her second natural disaster. So she's like freaking out a little bit, rightfully so. Mom and brother and the airport worker, they're in the car. They make it to the spot just in time before the tsunami comes. And unfortunately, daughter and girlfriend get smacked. They're in the plane, get smacked by the tsunami. Hit by the tsunami, wave crashed into whatever. Because while they were trying to leave, the volcano caused like kind of like an earthquake a little bit, and it cracked the airport runway. So the plane is literally stuck on the tarmac, right? Idiots take forever to leave. Like, you see the wave coming, get in the air, whatever. So they get hammered. Everybody on the plane just, sorry, kind of left. But Lord and behold, we can't have a sad story. Daughter survives. She coughs up a lot of the water. She sees her girlfriend like pretty much not breathing, and she's doing what she can. A stewardess also made it. A few people did make it on the plane, but a few people, the stewardess, sorry, came over, did CPR. Charlie is alive. Charlie's breathing, and she pretty much told her, like, well, you can't really leave her now because she did all this extra work. And so, yeah, so they get off the plane. The plane's pretty much crushed in half. Everything in La Palma is gone, like just whatever. But they got the coordinates, so they all make it to the coordinate place or whatever. Mom, dad, brother, they thinking that, everything, their daughter died again by mom's fault. I'm sorry, mom's fault, dad's fault. It's her fault too. But she see them coming. They see her coming. Reunion, hug, hug, hug. Of course, the geographer person, her brother's died, so she's a little sad, rightfully so. But I think in the end, she's grateful to be alive. And so, yeah, this is not a true story per se, but there was a volcano eruption that did happen there, and there was a tsunami that did happen. The whole entirety of the story though, and everything that happened in the volcano and the landslide or the rock slide into the ocean, the tsunami creating, I guess it could potentially happen, but that did not happen. But yeah, this was good. I do like movies and shows and series like this when it's like, who's gonna live, who's not gonna live, like what natural disaster do I need to be prepared for kind of situation. So yeah, if you have any questions though, let me know. Bye.